Chris, as that was starting to unfold, did you have any idea what was about to happen? I mean, did you think that you were going to win by DQ? Did you think a no contest was coming? Did you have any indication what was about to happen?
So at first he told me, pretty much for the whole time he was telling me it's an illegal knee. You have 5 minutes, take your time. So yeah, I thought I was going to win because of the illegal knee. And then they looked at a replay. He left the octagon, went to replay, and they said it was a legal knee. But in the state of New York, you're not allowed to look at there's no replays. So it's a crappy situation.
What's the move then? I mean, is this something that you feel like you can appeal and hope that something comes out of it?
It's pretty cut and dry. My coaches just said they're calling it a TKO. It's not like he hit me with a knee and I was all wobbly and I fell, I got knocked out. It was I had my hands down. He stops it, tells me illegal knee. He warns him. I sit down, and I'm being told that I have 5 minutes. Next thing I know, it towards the latter part of that, they're saying, "Oh no, it's a legal knee." And I've been through way worse than that. I mean, I would have loved to. If it was a legal knee, I would have loved to just keep fighting. I shouldn't have been stopped. But the ref, at the end of the day, is the one who made the judgment call. And in the state of New York, his word is what counts. There's no replay. You can't go back to a replay.
What is the fair thing to do here, to have a rematch, do you feel like?
I would love a rematch, yes. I would love to get 3 rounds in. I feel like I was on my way to winning that fight, and so what are you going to do? And I know obviously Gegard has to be pissed too. He doesn't want to win like that. I would have been pissed if they stopped it and I won the fight. I would definitely do a rematch. So it's I want a rematch right away.
Hey Chris, over here. So that was the last fight on Gegard Mousasi's contract. Are you worried at all that you won't get a rematch if he potentially decides not to re-sign with the UFC?
I'm pretty sure he'll sign with the UFC.
Okay, fair enough. And let's say this fight is not overturned to a no contest. Plan is to still stay at middleweight and not maybe switch weight classes or anything like that?
No, I'm good at middleweight. I want to win the title back here.
And leading up to the the unfortunate TKO, how did you feel like you were performing in the matchup? Leading up to that.
I felt good. I felt I don't know how many takedowns I've had. I got the mount, took his back. I thought it was a good fight. So.
Chris, we didn't get debriefed on exactly what happened. So you were there. Obviously, the doctors are talking to you. Can you walk us through the different tests that they were giving you, what they were saying? There seemed to be some back and forth between the ref and the doctor and you. Can you relay what was going on there?
I mean, they were just asking me the normal type questions. I'm answering them, and yeah.
How did they determine that you weren't fit to keep going?
They thought I was too. I don't know. I don't really know the reason why. They thought I wasn't fit. I thought I was ready to go. I've been through way worse. So.
Chris, that's 2 real tough losses on home soil in your own state. Will you want the next fight in New York or somewhere else for a change?
Man, that's hard to switch. From not, I always would, my dream was always to fight in New York, and but all my coaches, everybody around me, like, you're not fighting in New York anymore. This is, crap. And I understand it sucks. It's a really crappy situation. I don't know what's going on with the New York Commission. The head of the commission straight up said there's no such thing as replay in the state. So why the hell did this happen to me?
And do you plan to officially appeal the decision?
Yes, yeah, definitely. But I want to appeal the decision, but I want a rematch.
Thanks.
If it went down like that, and I stopped right away, and you go off the ref's decision, I win the fight for me illegally. If there was no such thing as a 5-minute, period to collect yourself.
Hey Chris, did you ever tell the doctor that you weren't fit to fight?
No, definitely not.
Did they ask you that question?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I was telling them I'm good.
And yet they still stopped it?
Yes.
And did they give you a reason?
No.
They didn't say, we think you're this?
Yeah, well, they thought you're not fit to fight.
but just because like they didn't give you like an eye test or something,
Well, they were definitely testing me, and based on what they thought I wasn't ready, which I don't know why.
Did you look at the replay in the back?
I only saw the replay actually on the big screen, and I mean, it's just a very confusing situation. I mean, I guess if you slow it down, my hand came up because he pulled me up at the same time. It's just one of those crappy situations. The ref thought it was illegal. They stopped it. It's also like a new rule with the two-hand thing. It's just a piece. It's just a sucky situation for me to be in.
Not all states have the same rules these days. Do you feel like it's confusing for you guys? I mean, you go into a state, and of course you could say, "Oh, I should look things up. I should read it." But you're a fighter fighting from state to state, and it's clear from the broadcasters to the referees to the UFC. Not everyone knows what's going on. We've seen this now countless times. Isn't this an issue?
Well, I knew what I was doing. I was putting two hands on the mat because I knew he kneed me in the head once when I had the hand down. So I said, "All right, I'm going to put the two hands down. He can't knee me," and then he kneed me. The ref stopped it, saying it was illegal knee. That's as clear as I was with it. But the whole, I remember talking to Big Dan in the back, and I said, with the whole hand on the floor and the two hands or the knee, can you let me know if it's legal? If I was in that situation, he was going to tell me. He told me he was going to let me know, because it is a confusing kind of thing. For years, if his hand was down, you can't do it, and then now it's two hands. I don't know. But at the end of the day, the people in New York really got screwed. I got screwed, and it just sucks.
And last thing, I mean, you were very open all week about what you had to do personally to get ready for this fight as far as your family is concerned. How do you digest this? Because this wasn't what you were hoping for, and it's not just a loss, it's a very controversial loss.
I don't know, man. I'm still kind of in shock, I think. I really haven't digested it fully. I was very confident I was going to win the fight, so it's going to be a tough pill to swallow, but I've been there before, and I'll come back.
That's great. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Hey, Gegard. Right in front of you here. Congratulations on the win. I know not the way you want it to go down. You've had a little bit of time to reflect on it, digest it. Just your thoughts now. I know you spoke a bit about it in the cage, but just what are you feeling right now about this fight?
Well, he was winning the first round simply because of his wrestling. He didn't do any damage. I was fighting. Second round, I came back. I heard him. I felt he was getting tired. He took me down. I got up. Second time he shoot, I stuffed it, and I need him. At the end of the day, I'm fighting. The guy, I have a lot of respect for Weidman. I don't want to badmouth him, but if you want to play smart and take advantage of the rules, that's not my fault. I'm fighting. If you want to put your hands down so I cannot knee you or take it up, you're fighting. Don't try to take advantage of the rules. I'm fighting, and at the end of the day, it was legal. But that's what everyone says now. It's legal. It was legal. I don't make the rules. It was legal, and I felt he didn't want to continue. I think everyone saw that. He didn't want to continue. How is that my fault? I don't give a fuck. I won. I like the guy. He's a tough opponent, but at the end of the day, he didn't want to fight. I felt he was getting tired of all those takedowns he was trying to get. I'm fighting. I don't know.
Yeah, and Chris was up here earlier. He said he's going to appeal the result. He wants an immediate rematch as soon as possible. Dana didn't really seem overly thrilled with the idea of rebooking you guys. What's your thought? I know you said you are down to give him a rematch. Do you still want to do that or no?
Well, if he wants this rematch, I can give it to him. But at the end of the day, I'm chasing the title. Whoever, if I fight Bisping, I think I will be favorite. And fighting Weidman is tough. It was a tough fight. First round he won. Second, I was coming back. I heard him. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I'm not the matchmaker.
Yeah, and of course this was the final fight on your contract. You say you want the belt. You want to be fighting Bisping, whoever has it. Is your main priority right now finding a deal with the UFC to remain put, or what's your thoughts on that?
Well, I should get paid. I have defeated Jacare, I have defeated Mark Hunt, I have defeated Dan Henderson, I have defeated Vito Belfort, I have defeated Weidman. Who else? All these guys I've defeated. They're making more money than me. What is it? My nationality? Do you want me to dye my hair blonde? What the fuck? I am one of the best. I should get paid as one of the best. So there's nothing wrong with me. Just pay me what I'm worth. I'm a fair guy. I'm not asking more than what I deserve. You think I cannot beat Bisping? I cannot talk like him? What is it?
I mean, you're sitting up there. This should be, a banner night for you, one of the biggest wins of your career. Are you, happy sitting up there right now? Does this feel like you won, a huge fight over a former champion?
Well, I didn't want to win it this way, but at the end of the day, it's a win. Some soccer games, they score with a penalty, they win. It's a win. At the end of the day, I take it. But like I said, he didn't want to fight. That's not my fault.
Hey, Gegard, congrats. Could you tell us what ballpark you're looking for? What would make you happy?
Well, like I said, I'm fighting a long, long fucking time. I've fought all around the world. I've fought all kind of different organizations. I'm top 4 now, even top 3, because Bisping is not top 1. He's not number 1. I can fight in Japan. I can fight in Europe. I can fight in US. How I'm not marketable? I speak English. I don't know. They're coming back to Holland. I can fight there. I don't know. Just fair. I don't ask more than what I deserve. You see.
In your mind, what are the chances this is your last UFC fight?
Well, Dana said we're gonna get a deal done. I trust Dana. He always talk very good about me. So I'm sure I will get a deal done. And my goal is to get the belt, UFC belt. I'm not looking to go anywhere else.
Did you talk to him after the fight in the back?
No, just when he left from the podium.
Oh, what did he say?
That we're gonna get a deal done.
Does that make you feel a little better?
At the end of the day, it's have to be fair to me. I'm fighting. I need to take care of my family. I'm not gonna do this forever. Who is there? I don't know. I'm 31. These guys are all 40. No steroids. It's shorter career. You seen guys fight till 47. You think that's fucking, what is it? You think that's natural? So these guys are on the way out. I'm in the top 3. I don't know whatever everyone says. I'm 31. I'm in the top 3. And these guys are 40, 41. At the end of the day, I'm going to be one of the best in middleweight anyhow. Just by age. I'm not even talking about performance. By age, I will be in the top 3.
And just last thing, you said all the right things going into this fight, but now in hindsight, considering how much you did say and the fact that this was the last fight on your contract, did you feel a little more pressure to back it up and go out on a win?
Yeah, of course I needed to win. Talk is cheap. But that's not my fault that fight went the way it went.
Hey, Gegard, right over here. So basically, we had Chris here who said that he feels that you feel that you want another. You don't want to end it that way. Would you be into another fight with Weidman?
Yes, for sure. But like I said, it's up to UFC. If they want to make the fight, make it in Holland. Sure, why not? The crowd was on this side this time. If fights me in Holland, the crowd will be on my side. So, yes, he tried to play it smart, to take advantage of the rules and get me disqualified. I think everyone saw that. Don't blame me. That's all I can say to the haters.
Did you persuade, like, were you talking to the ref saying, hey, let's keep the fight going, don't end it now? Why are you guys ending it?
Well, I don't know. I thought maybe the knees were illegal, or so they were giving him rest to fight. He didn't want to fight. At the end, the knees were not illegal, so that's not my fault. I did everything. Yeah, I'm fighting. Don't try to take advantage of the rules. I'm fighting. It's not my fault.
Final question is that I saw your teammates were cheering with the flag, and you just said no, don't cheer. Was that a sign of respect to Weidman, or?
No, I wasn't in a happy mood. This is not the way I want to win. But like I said, he won the first round. Second round, I was coming back. I heard him. He got me down again. I got up, second takedown, I stuffed him. He was fatiguing, so I feel like he was trying to find a way out, and he felt maybe with disqualification he could do that.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Gegard, you were just saying that you'd like to fight in Holland, and Dana White was talking about, the guys that get paid a lot or the guys that, bring in a big crowd, that have a big audience. Like he compared Mark Hunt, for example. If you had a fight in Holland, what type of a reception do you think you'd get there? What do you think your fan base is like over there?
Let's say about Mark Hunt, I don't know, with a record of 10-12. No disrespect to Hunt, I'm happy for him. Let him make 10 million. I'm just saying, I'm comparing these payments. It's not what I should get. If I fight in Holland, we will do also well. We would also sell out the arena. So, like I said, I can fight in Japan, Europe, America. Why? I think with me, there's a lot of good fights to make.
Excellent. And I know you said right now, obviously, you're disappointed with the way the fight ended. Are you going to take any time off and kind of be able to enjoy it at all? Or is this just going to be a bitter taste in your mouth until your next fight?
Well, I want to fight for the title. So if they offer me a fight that's going to get me a title shot, probably I'll take it. If not, take a rest, maybe September or June, July, it's fight week, something like that. I fight, I'm one of the most active fighters. One guy fight once a year, I fight 3 times a year, every year, if I don't have injury. So I think I showed my, but I do this for this company, and I don't know, we see.